Would like to welcome some people this evening. 95.5 had a couple of contests, and I think the winners are in the wings, am I right? Some of you folks that won contests on 95, and they're here to have a good time. And I assure you, if I could guarantee financially, I would do that, but I assure you we'll have a wonderful time. These young men are most admirable. I wish that Jeffrey was my son. I would take him away from BJ and Colleen, but he's my adopted son, and I love him dearly. Have to recognize a few people that are with us this evening. They're in the wings. Now, being full-blooded Italian, I hope I do this. The Crocs will make their normal entrance, and I warn you folks of that. You other people don't know, but there's something else. I want to also introduce him. This is very difficult for me to do. Dan Froget. Now, my last name is Froget, F-R-O-G-G-E-T-T. Dan Froget is F-O-R-G-E-T. So that was a tongue twister for me. Dan, please say a few words. Dan is with Drug and Alcohol Abuse Commission.
I can remember growing up in Woodhaven, Queens, and every neighborhood had a group, an a cappella singing group, and they would get together underneath the street lights on the corner and make music. And the music was fantastic. The only accompaniment that they had was the snapping of their fingers. And I got hooked. I'm a great fan of a cappella music, and it is indeed a pleasure to be here tonight representing the Office of Alcoholism and Substance Abuse Services and my commissioner, Commissioner Gene Summers Miller. And for this benefit concert, on behalf of the Cypress Shriners Transportation Fund, and of course, Mothers Against Drunk Driving. All of us know of the enormous impact of alcohol and drug abuse on social order and quality of life, especially for our young people. Alcohol and other drug use is the most serious health, safety, and family issue facing our young people today. You name it, and substance abuse is linked to it. From automobile crashes, to homicides and suicides, violence, rape, sexual abuse, teenage pregnancy, HIV and AIDS, school dropouts, low literacy rates. But the good news is that much can be done, and much is being done. Here in New York State, private organizations such as MAD, and public agencies such as the Office of Alcoholism and Substance Abuse are making great strides in increasing the awareness about the dangers of drinking and driving, and are helping to contribute to safer communities and safer roads. But it's important to remember that everybody plays a part in the prevention of alcohol and drug problems. Parents, schools, young people themselves, law enforcement agencies, community organizations, churches, the workplace. All of us here tonight, we can work together to send a clear and consistent message to our young people about the dangers of alcohol and other drugs, so we can build a healthy, safer, and stronger Europe for the next century. And with that, bring you back to Mr. Froget.
Thanks, thank you very much. It is tough to do that, isn't it? Now with that, I have one more introduction to make. This gentleman, I think seated in the audience, if you are with the New York State Police Director of Traffic Safety, Major James Hoffman, are you in the house, please? I can't see. Major James Hoffman, right up here, folks. Thank you for coming. I'm going to see, yes, I can. Now, this is where it gets a little dicey. Chet, I don't know where they are, but if you'll come out and take it from here, I'm going to turn this thing over to the Krokodiloes. Give them a hand.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Jed. I'm Greg. And we are the Harvard Krokodiloes. Now, you may have been expecting to see more than just the two of us here this evening.
And quite frankly, so are we.
But you see, recently Greg and I have been experiencing a few musical differences with the rest of the Krokodiloes.
That's right. Jen and I find ourselves a bit more classically inclined than the rest of the Krokodiloes, so we've decided to cut them loose.
So what used to be a 12-man a cappella singing group performing the popular songs of the 1920s, 30s, 40s, and 50s
is now a fine arts duet, singing the classic works of the late 19th century.
That's right, this evening's performance will feature Gustav Mahler's Resurrection Symphony.
So, sit back, relax, and get comfortable. It's going to be a long one.
That's right, this evening's performance will last approximately 3 hours and 47 minutes.
Please allow us 1 moment to tune.
Way up into your boots and you're walking down to a down shack on the edge of town. Never that trouble and it just won't quit, so keep on walking till you see a blue light wait for in there. Can you do them signs down the house of blue lights? Well, there's Friars. Detroit barbecue is but the treat of that train. Is in the 7 arrows, fine AV. We're gonna spend the rest of your nights down at the house of blue lights. Doobie-da-doobie-doobie, boy, doobie-da-doobie-doobie, hi.
Here's my story, it's sad but true. It's about a girl that I once knew. She took my love and ran around with every single guy in town. So if you don't want to cry like I do, keep away from run around to roll. Well, she likes to drive around, she loves it and put you down, but we like to put you wise, cause who goes out with other guys down the mall, love story from the guy who knows, out down the line, my love story goes, that's getting cool if she ever knew to say, keep away from run around to the road. Well, she likes to drive me around, she loves that you put you down, but people like to put you wise, cause who goes out with all the guys down the road, love story from the guy who knows, out down the love, my love still goes, that's getting cool if she ever knew to say, keep away from run around to the road.
see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, darling, kiss me. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you.
Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand, yeah. In other words, darling, kiss me.
Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love other words. Yes, I love other words. Yes, I love you. Yeah. Thank you very much. We have now reached the point in our program where the Harvard Krokodiloes would like to take this opportunity to introduce themselves. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Walk upon England's mountains green, and was the holy Lamb of God on England's pleasant pasture seen, and did the countenance divine shine forth upon a clouded hills, and was Jerusalem filled with here among those dark satanic Bring me my bow of burning gold, bring me my arrows of desire, bring me my spear, O clouds unfold, bring me my chariot of fire. I will not cease from mental fight, nor shall my sword sleep in my hand till we have built Jerusalem in England's green and pleasant land. And did the countenance divine shine forth upon our clouded hills, and was Jerusalem builded here among those dark satanic hills? And to this end, we have commissioned that famed dance duo of Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers to choreograph the bridge for our next number. Now, we hope you find this both delightful and entertaining, yet still somehow artsy and pretentious.
As I walk along, I wonder what went wrong with our love, a love that was so strong. And as I used to walk on, I think of the things we've done together while our hearts were young. I'm walking in the rain, tears falling out in the pain, wishing you were here by me to end this misery. And I wonder just why she ran away. I wonder where she will stay. My little run away. Got you, baby, I've got you, ba-de-ba. The little birds on gibbers, gibbers, learn to hear the rub go. Tweet, 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 rockin' on, tweet, 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 rockin' on, tweet, tweet, ba-de-ba, every little song, every chicken, every little bird in the tall oak tree. Ba-de-ba, so loud, the big black cloud and the jay sing, go bird, go, rockin' on in, tweet, 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 rockin' on in, tweet, tweet, ba-de-ba, tweet, go, rockin', ba-da-ba-da-ba-da, pretty little raven and the bird just sang, tall out through the bump and it was rain. Started going steady and bless my soul, yeah, about the buzzard and the oriole, it rocks in the treetop all the day long, hopping and loving, singing his song, all the day long, generous soul, love to hear the rock go, tweet, 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 rockin' on in, tweet, 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 rockin' on in, tweet, tweet, ba-de-ba, rock, rock and roll, rock, tweet, 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 raven at the birdman's day, calling on the tulip and there was rain. Started going steady and bless my soul. Yeah, about the buzz and the oriole. He rocks in the treetop all the day long. Up and up and singing his song. All the birds on generous, love to hear the rock go. Tweet, 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 rockin' on in, tweet, 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 rockin' on in, tweet, tweet, ba-de-ba, rockin' on in, tweet,
Let's every good fellow now join in the song.
Viva la compagnie,
Success to each other and pass it along.
viva la compagnie. Viva la, viva la, viva l'amore, viva la, viva la, viva l'amore, viva l'amore, viva l'amore, viva la compagnie. Come on, you good fellas, and join with me. Viva la compagnie, and raise up your voices and close harmony. Viva la compagnie, viva la, viva la, viva l'amore, viva la, viva la, viva l'amore, viva l'amore, viva l'amore, viva la compagnie. Should time or occasion compel us to part. Viva la compagnie, these days will forever enlighten the heart. Viva la, viva la, viva la, viva la, viva la, viva la, viva l'amore, viva la, viva la, viva la, viva la, viva l'amore, viva l'amore, viva la compagnie. Viva la, viva la, viva l'amore, viva la, viva la, viva l'amore, viva la, viva la, viva la, viva la, viva la compagnie.
Let every old bachelor fill up his glass.
Viva la compagnie, and drink to the health of his favorite lass. Viva. Let every old married man drink to his wife. Viva la compagnie. The joy of his bosom and comfort of life. Viva la compagnie. Viva la, viva la, viva l'amore, viva la, viva la, viva l'amore, viva l'amore, viva l'amore, viva la compagnie. Viva la, viva la, viva l'amore, viva la, viva l'amore, viva la, viva l'amore, viva la compagnie, viva la, viva l'amore, viva l'amore, viva l'amore, viva l'amore, viva la compagnie.
Once again, we are the Harvard Krokodiloes, Harvard University's oldest a cappella singing group. We were founded in 1946 at the Hasty Pudding Club, which is back in Cambridge. We'd like to sing for you now our oldest song entitled Johnny O'Connor. Johnny is, unfortunately, a young man from Yale. And like all young men from that fine institution, Johnny has two problems in his life: internal combustion engine thermodynamics and his love life. Ladies and gentlemen, Johnny O'Connor.
Johnny O'Connor loves an automobile. Australia he took his sweetie for a ride one Sunday. Johnny was carved and expressly close. She was so close by his side. He took his head into the gun, broke again, and something happened to that old machine.
will get started to dance. Every time you go to dream romance. Tell her, baby, it's 2:45. There's a mess of my picture shared with me. Oh, chance visitors think that it's rude to keep. I do as well when I'm in the mood. In the mood, oh, oh, let us read. In the mood, oh, oh, it's right, see. In the mood, oh, oh, there's nothing better. Let's get together, let's learn the mood now. In the mood, oh, oh, let us read. In the mood, take forward to our sea. In the mood, next door, there's nothing better. Let's get together, let's learn the mood now.
As you see, I now have different cover. I hesitate to say hat because my brother Shriners out here who will hear me say hat will criticize me later. It is a fez, and we are very proud of it. The symbol of the fez, it tells you that this is a man who cares, who has feeling for children, and who wants to make this a better place. We are 575,000 men strong, despite chance, if you're not aware of yet, is the paid commercial. Every show has to have it. 575,000 men strong across North America. We're 76 years old in our hospitals, 125 plus years in the shrine itself. Originally, the shrine was started to help kids with polio. In Louisiana, they opened up hospitals there to take care of kids who were in need. Our closest hospital here is that way, towards Boston and Springfield. We have a wonderful facility there. We take care of kids on a regular basis. I want to tell you about my first trip to the hospital. That was 10 years ago when I first came into the shrine. And I made my first trip to the hospital. And as happens when we do presentations at the hospital and guests are there, the docs come out and they bring out x-rays and charts and everything, and they present a case so that we know how our money is being spent. And he started to tell about a little boy who came from downriver in the Catskills that had been run over by an 18-wheeler. His mother's little station wagon had been hit, knocked him out of the back end of the vehicle, and another 18-wheeler came along and right across his body, and he lost both legs. If my memory serves me right, I think his name was Timmy or Tommy. Gordy, is it Timmy? Timmy, yes. One of my brothers sits here, and he knows the case well. And as the doctor presented the case, he stood like I to you, an audience, and he's telling about the different aspects of what had to be done for this child, and he would do something like that. Now, I'm not a great public speaker by any stretch of the imagination. I do enjoy it, and I'm comfortable doing it, but I thought, why is he doing that? Certainly somebody should tell him he's losing his audience, because every time I'm wondering, I'm sure other people are wondering what's going on. And at a point about 6 or 7 times into it, I was getting irritated by it, and I thought, boy, someone's got to tell this guy that he's losing his audience. He really shouldn't do that. And then he said, about 3 more steps, and he'll be in the room. His patient was coming down the hall, walking on legs provided by Shriners. I get emotional about it because my brother was there. And that's why I'm a Shriner. Let me tell you more about us. $457 million budget for 1 year. That's $125 million, $1.25 million a day that we spend. You never see a Shriner out on the street with his face turned upside down asking for money. We don't do that. We don't do that. We have certain functions that are meant to make money so that we can keep our operation going, for keeping our building going and keeping our temple, if you will, our organizational thing, where we never put our hand out and ask for money. We have people give us money all the time. A great story I want to tell you is about a little girl out in Omaha. Her little friend had to have an operation, and they took her to Shriners Hospital, and she went to visit. She had a leg problem, orthopedic problem. And when she was there, she was so impressed about the nice people with those pets. She went home and she told her dad, you know that money that's in my bank? I want to buy a calf from Mr. Brown down the road, and I want to raise that calf, and then I want to take him out for slaughter, and I want to give the money to Shriners. Dad said, well, it's your money, and if you want to do that, that's perfectly all right. So indeed she did. The story carries on a little farther when Mr. Brown, who sold the calf, was so impressed by this child's action that he too wanted to find out about these pets. He went to the hospital on a visit, and at his demise, left a little better than $5.5 million to the Shrine Organization for the care of children. It happens every day. Our construction budget for this past year was $67 million. Now, that's a lot of money. Our budget for research, in fact, one of our research establishments within walking distance of Harvard and Cambridge, where we do research, they're growing skin over there for burn patients, and it's just absolutely wonderful. I think I'm hung up. Am I? That's okay. But anyway, that's the history of the Shrine, and that's what we are and why we're so proud. I do want to say one other thing, that I have to take my fez off and tip it. Can that spotlight get down on the third row here? Is it possible? Shake it yes or no. I don't know whether you can. I don't think you can. BJ, I want you to stand up and let these people just acknowledge you. Good. Where's Diane? Diane, would you please stand up? Sister of Jeffrey, mother of Jeffrey, hell of a job for us. And I hope I don't offend anybody by saying that. And I'm terribly proud to call him my friend. And with that, I'll say, Krokodiloes, come and get it.
For
So then we'll conquer, oh, ye guys men. And when the game ends, we'll sing again. 10,000 men of hard work gained victory today. 10,000 men of hard work gained victory today. Blackbird, blackbird, bye, bye, bye. Blackbird, bye, bye. Back up all my cares and woe, here I go singing low. Bye, bye, blackbird, bye, bye, blackbird. When somebody waits for me, sugar sweet, so is she. Bye, bye, blackbird, bye, bye, blackbird. No one in the world can understand me. All the long stories they all tell me. Make my bed and light the light, I'll arrive late tonight. Blackbird, bye, bye. Back up all my cares and woes, here I go, nice and sweet. To the bye, to the bye, to the bye, to the back up all my cares and woes, here I go, singing me bye, bye, blackbird, bye, bye, blackbird. When somebody waits for me, sugar sweet, so is she. Bye, bye, blackbird, bye, bye, blackbird. No one in the world can understand. Oh, and all the stories they make my bed and light the light, I'll arrive late tonight. Blackbird, 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 yeah. L is for the way you look at me. O is for the only one I see. V is very, very extraordinary. And E is even more than anyone that you adore can love. Is all that I can give to you. Can give to you. Love is more just a game for just a game for two. Love can make it take the heart, you don't break my love. Me and you. L is for the way you look at me. O is for the only one I see. V is very, very extraordinary. E is even more than anyone that you adore can have. Is all that I can give to you. Love is more than just a game for two. In love can make it take my heart, but please don't break it. Love made for me and just for me. And L is for the way you and O is for the only. B is so very, very extraordinary. And E is even more than anyone that you love. Is all that I can give to you. Can we to love? Is more just a game, but just a game for two. And love can make it take my heart, but please don't break it. Love was very wrong, made for me and just. I'm talking about love, made me and yeah.
Down by the Sally Garden, my love and I
Christopher Columbus got aboard a wooden sail the sea without a compass.
You know that Christopher Columbus,
Christopher Columbus went down the sea without a
sing, 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 sing. Everybody's got that swing. Daddy's back, hey, grand. Now you gotta sing along with the swing. Feel the rhythm, feel the beat. Come on, time, keep that sound of feet. Take your money, sing in this groovy song. You know all people sing along, sing on, sing on, sing on.
Don't even go to a movie show if you are not by my side. I just stay home by my radio, but I'm satisfied. All my flirting days are gone. On the level from now on, I'm keeping out of mischief now. Really, I'm in love and how I'm through playing with fire. It's you, my desire. All the world can plainly see. You're the only one for me. I have told them in advance that they can't break up our romance. I'm living up to every vow. I'm keeping out of mischief now. I don't go for any excitement now. Some of my best company. All my opinions have changed somehow. I'm old-fashioned as can be. When you really learn to care, there's a thrill in solitaire. I'm having a mischief now. Really, I'm in love and how I have told them in advance that they can't break up our romance. I'm living up to every vow. I'm keeping out of mischief now. I have told them in advance that they can't break
touch of your lips, dear, but much more for the touch of your whips, dear. You can raise notes like nobody else as we dance to the masochism tango. Let our love be a flame of remember. Say to me that you want to dismember. Black in my eyes, set fire to my tie as we dance to the masochism tango. At your command, before you here I stand, my heart's on my hand, it's in I must be. My heart intrigues, gentle sound beats, and rubbed on your cleats. Eyes must smell like bewitches. The last time I needed 20 stitches to sew up the gash you made with your lash as we dance to the masochism tango. I am the rose that you held in your cheek, dear, with the thorns underneath, dear, sticking into your gut. You caught my nose in your left castanet, oh, I feel the pain yet, lo, every time I hear drums. Take your syringe from its holder and burn your initials in my shoulder. Fracture my spine, declare that you're mine as we danced to the masochism tango. Olé!
Thank you very much. Now that the Krokodiloes have gotten a chance to get to know all of you a little bit, we'd like to share with you a small problem the group's been having. You see, his name is Jeffrey. Now, Jeffrey here is a double major at Harvard in biomedical engineering and Sanskrit studies. So, when Jeffrey's not in the laboratory dissecting small mammals or in the library translating large books, he spends his spare time singing with this all-male a cappella singing group. So you see, there's something critically missing from Jeffrey's, how shall I say, social development. However, when he ran in here this evening, he was struck by the most beautiful woman he's ever seen. Speaking of apologies for standing, Jeffrey, he picked himself up off the floor and he'd love to make amends by singing that lovely lady's song, What You Found.
What's your name? What's your name? How do you before? What's your name? What's your name? Can I walk to your door? It's so hard to like the person, the attitude, the charm like yours for me. Ooh, 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 wee, ooh. Oh. What's your name? What's your name? You can be yours too. What's your name? Do I stand a chance with you? So hard to find a person, an attitude, the charm like yours for me. Ooh, ooh, Pennsylvania Station at the corner of 4. Read a magazine, hit the some more. Dinner at the diner, nothing could be minor. Then have your ham and eggs in Carolina. When you hear the whistle blowing into the bar, then you know Tennessee is not very far. Shovel on the coaling, gotta keep it rolling. Ooh, ooh, Chattanooga, there you are. So there's gonna be a doody-bop a certain morning at the station. A doody-bop, a doody-bop, a doody-bop. A doody-bop, a doody-bop, a doody-bop. A doody-bop, a doody-bop, a doody-bop. She's gonna cry unless I tell her that I'll never roll. So Chattanooga, choo-choo, won't you choo-choo me home? Get aboard, hear that engine roar, launching to four, a train of lore. She's always there, she don't care for rich or poor. You want more, so hurry, get up on pardon me, boy. Chatter is a fish can chatter. Up on track 29, a swinging good time, a swinging good time. You know that you're mine. That's why all aboard. Chatter, get along with the great chatter. You know you all get aboard. That Chattanooga, 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 choo-choo, won't you choo-choo me home?
say, get a job.
Can't you see I need love? Come go with me. I wonder, who wrote the book?
Way down Louisiana, back in New Orleans, way back up in the woods amongst the evergreens. This little log cabin with a birthday moon. There lived a country boy named Johnny DeBoer. He never learned to read or write so well, but he could play the guitar just like a ring the bell. Go, 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 Johnny, go, 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 Johnny, go, go, go. During intermission, there was a request that we actually introduce ourselves. So just to get that rolling, we'll do this very quickly. My name is Jed Cohen. I'm a senior at Harvard from New York City, and I concentrate in astronomy and astrophysics.
I'm Greg Lau. I'm from Piedmont, California. I'm a senior in engineering.
Hi, my name's Andy Kim. I'm also a senior, and I'm from Los Angeles, California, and I study psychology.
My name is George Hicks. I'm a junior from Indianapolis, Indiana, studying economics.
My name is Richard Kim. I'm a freshman. I'm from Los Angeles, California, and I'm studying applied mathematics.
Hi there, my name is Tom Chalberg. I'm a senior at Harvard. I come from San Francisco, California, and study biochemistry.
Hello, my name is Matt Pastor. I'm from Chester, Connecticut. I'm a senior at Harvard, again, and I study economics.
I'm Jess Tyson. I'm a sophomore with a pass. I study physics.
My name is Scott Lawrence. I hail from Westport, Connecticut. I am a senior at Harvard, and I study government.
Hi, my name's Scott Asher. I'm from New York, and I study biomedical engineering and Sanskrit studies.
I'm from Sumter, South Carolina, and I'm a sophomore this year at Harvard.
I'm Ray Wilson. I'm from Guilford, Connecticut, but Schenectady is my real home. I'm a sophomore at Harvard and study biochemistry.
My name is Jeffrey Fowler. I'm from Clifton Park, New York. But I'm a sophomore at Harvard, and I study history and literature of Britain and Ireland. Before we do one last order for you, we have some thank yous that we want to take care of.
To all the sponsors of this event in the Capital Region for such worthwhile charities, Mothers Against Drunk Driving, who we also do benefits for in New York City every year at Carnegie Hall, which is a blast for all of us. Thank you so much. And to the Cypress Shrine Transportation Fund, thank you so much. For B95.5 Radio, Ms. Rita Cox, the Public Relations Coordinator, thank you for all the advertising and the help that you gave us. To Marriott Hotels for our accommodations, Mr. John Foley, the Director of Administrative Service there, thank you. The Office of the Commissioner of Drug and Alcohol Abuse for New York State, thank you so much. The Office of the Superintendent, New York State Police. The Schenectady Shrine Club, Mr. James Kelly, Chairman, Mr. Joe Mack, Potentate, Co-Chairman. The Eastern New York Harvard Club, Mr. Alan Goodman, President, and Ms. Ann Choate. Thank you so much for the wonderful dinner tonight. It was great. Mr. Bill Ork, a train dispatcher at Conrail, helped set up and design the evening's programs. Chess Stetson for drawing the picture on the outside of the program. And to the partners at Amtrak for funding the printing of the program. Thank you so much. Mr. Ben Frogett, my crazy uncle, for emceeing the event. Thank you so much. And last, but certainly not least, to my father, whose event, this event was his brainchild. Started about a year ago in the living room of a friend of ours. He thought it would be a good idea to bring the group of guys behind me here to sing, and it's been a dream of mine since I got in the group, so it really was a dream come true. Specifically, my dad, who put in so much work, called me every week nagging me to get letters up. When he sets his mind to it, he wants to do something, he's going to do it. So, Mr. B.J. Fowler, thank you so much. Saying my father couldn't carry a tune in a bucket, so we got a gold bucket and all signed it. Mr. B.J. Fowler, our very good friend, for arranging a magnificent show. Our Krokodiloes.
Without saying that anybody would be proud of any of these kids. And I'm especially blessed with our family and Jeff, and to have these kids as all of our own, as I'm sure you would like them to. Thank you very much.
My story is much too sad to be told, but practically everything leaves me totally cold. The only exception I know is the